Hello and welcome everybody. My name is Reshmi Mukherjee. In my channel you get ICC, ISC, English literature and English language topics. So today, as you can see on the screen, we are going to start Abu Ben Adhem questions. MCQs we have already done in the last class. If you haven't checked it, go check the last video, you will get it. I will also attach the link in the description box. You must follow slothskill.com because this is completely free element that will help you a lot for your exams. Many of you asked for question papers, wanted to purchase question papers from me, but this year it is completely free for you. You can check use the website, the slothskill.com. You can also use my channel for preparation, right? And we will discuss everything over here. The style will be discussed, the theme, title, analysis. In the questions, the most important questions only we are going to discuss in today's class. This is for class 10 and this is from Treasure Trove, which is the book, which is a literature book for class 10, right? So without any more delay, let us start the first question. Let's read out the first question. What is the central message, okay, the central message or the theme of the poem? Now first I will read out the answer to you, then we will also just move into a detail, okay, that what else, how, in which other way you can frame your answer. What is the central message or theme of the poem? The central message in this poem by Leigh Hunt is the importance of love for humanity and the ideas that acts of kindness and selflessness are highly regarded by God. That second commandment that we discussed, love thy neighbor as thyself. So this one you can quote over here. The poem conveys that what? That if you love your neighbor, if you care for one's fellow human beings, okay, then it is just as valuable to the eyes of God, in the eyes of God, as religious devotion. If you pray in a temple, in a mosque, in a church, it is equally important, it is equally devoting if you take care of the fellow creation of God, right? So it suggests that a loving and compassionate heart is a reflection of one's spirituality. If you have a compassionate heart, if you have love for everybody, if you can sympathize for everybody, this also means that you are devoted to God. That is the central message of the poem. You can detail a bit more also if you have a 4-mark question. You can write that this journey, Abu Ben Adhem's life and the journey being an ascetic saint, represent the shift from more traditional religious view where you have to pray to God, where you have to devote yourself to God, to one that values love and compassion for fellow men. If you have compassion and love for fellow beings, the creation of God, you will also be able to serve God equally well, which is somewhat different from the traditional view of devoting yourself to God. Alright, so this is all about the first answer. Mainly you have to write about the spirituality, the compassion, the love, okay, the sympathy, the empathy that one feels for the other creations of God. It will not stick to just human beings but any creation, okay, any cat, dog, whatever you find, any insect. Next we will move to the second question. What is the second one? Significance of the angel's visit in the poem, okay. The angel visits the Abu Ben Adhem. Now what is its significance? What is this? Even in last class MCQ I told you, this is kind of a conscience, your realization. You have a doubt, that deep dream of peace is broken, and then you see an angel in the room. It is like there are two cells in your own mind, you know, which tells you this is right, this is not right, this is wrong, this is not wrong. So that kind of a thing is this angel. Possibly this is not a spiritual, the supernatural element, but this is actually a kind of a realization of the self, okay. So how you will frame this answer? The angel's visit in the poem serves several significant purposes. There are a number of purposes. What is that? First one, the first and the foremost one, the angel's presence symbolizes a divine and supernatural connection, okay. If you want to write this, you can write it. You will have one more question also, the 5th question I believe. There also I will guide you to write it in the same way, okay. It is a supernatural, there is a supernatural connection. Angel is not there to deliver a divine command. He is not there to deliver any idea, any logic, any moral, nothing like that, okay, or to pass judgment that this is right, this is wrong. This angel is just present to show the reality to somebody, okay. So this action represents the recording of deeds, especially acts of love and kindness. He is just recording, na. He is not telling that Abu you should do this, Abu you should do that, nothing like that. Just recording something, and that information helps Abu to realize what he is doing is the right thing to do, okay. The angel's visit also serves as a literary device, okay, to emphasize the central message of the poem. We understand the theme of it, the compassion, the sympathy, the empathy through the angel's words only, right, whatever he is writing in the book. The second visit with a great awakening light, this is a kind of a revelation, an enlightenment, a realization about Abu's selfless love, because that is also another way to serve God. Okay. So, overall the angel's visits are a vehicle for conveying the poem's themes and message to kind of to understand the true spirituality which is rooted in love for humanity. It is not just you will be in the church, mosque, temple to just pray to God and it is done. If you are sympathizing with fellow creation of God, you are also in the way of devotion and spirituality. Okay. So, that is for question number 2. You do not have to write much because it is just 4 marks, right, max to max. Next, question number 3, explain how the poem Abu Ben Adhem can be interpreted as a commentary on the values of selflessness, love in the context of spirituality and religion. The question is framed in a different way, but you see it is as simple as that. You can easily write it because whatever we have discussed in the last 2 questions, you can reframe it from there itself. Even then, I will just detail a bit. If you have doubts, you can frame this answer as your model answer. So, what you will write, the poem Abu Ben Adhem serves as a commentary on the value of selflessness and love. When you can love somebody else, you write about the second commandment, love thy neighbor as thyself. When you are writing that, it is within the context of spirituality and religion. It is not that you are not going to the church or mosque and you are not devoted to God. If you love his fellow beings, that is also another way to serve God. Okay. It is a significant form of spiritual devotion. Next paragraph, you can change the paragraph and write that Abu Ben Adhem's realization is in the poem. Initially he doubted whether I am doing the right thing or not. Then his doubt was clarified with the second visit of the angel, when he realized that his name led all of the rest, okay, whom God's love had blessed. That means God loves these people who loves his fellow creation. Okay, that is a kind of, instead he expresses a selfless desire to be. Initially he was not he felt sad that he is not in the list who loves God. So, he did not respond with disappointment. He was slightly disappointed. He was not angry or anything, but he requested. It was a selfless desire to be included as one who loves his fellow men, right. And the poem suggests that true spirituality is not solely about rigid adherence to religious dogma, that these are the things that you have to follow, this thing you should eat, that thing you should not eat, right. There are so many things that we follow these days, this thing we should do, that thing we should not do. But in reality, this poem makes this so clear that if you are truly devoted to God, you may not follow these things. Okay. Just love for humanity will serve the purpose, okay, is recognized and it is also awarded by God. That is why God's love has blessed Abu the most, right. His name led the rest, sorry. So, this is question number 3, which is very interesting and very kind of a realization. We understand that whatever we are doing is the right thing. If you are truly spiritual, if you truly love God's creation, you are also in the way of devoting yourself to God, right. So, this is question number 3. Next we will move to question number 4. What does question number 4 say? Question number 4 says the role of the book of gold in the poem. What is the role of the book of gold? What does it symbolize and how does it contribute to the overall message of the poem? Book of gold, what is a symbol? What does it symbolize? What is it metaphorically pointing at? It serves as a powerful symbol that contributes to the overall message of the poem. Book of gold does not mean that the book is made out of gold. The idea is that it is a very significant book, that your conscience, your understanding of this world, of the truth, right. So, it is about compassion, it is about acts of love, it is about kindness, and this book of gold, whatever is written in it, that helps Abu to clear his doubts, okay, that he is serving God in the right way. The book of gold underscores the ideas that one's deeds, especially those reflecting love for fellow human beings, are not overlooked by a higher power. Okay, whatever higher power you believe in, he or she will take care of what you are doing. It is not that if you only visit to the temple and pray, you will be God will love you. God also sees what you are doing, okay, your actions. That is a different perspective. The book of gold as a symbol is a medium through which the transformation of his as a symbol is a medium through which the transformation occurs. Whatever is written in the book of gold, second time when it was written, it helped Abu clarify his doubts. So that book does not tell you anything to do. It does not tell Abu that you should do this, you should not do that, but it is actually a kind, it is a kind of a book that, and the content of the book helps Abu to clarify his doubts. So in summary, the book of gold is a central symbol in the poem. It is kind of a conscience of Abu that tells him that he is doing the right thing, he is serving God in the right way, right. Now the last question, I have kept this from your workbook. As you know, I follow this workbook, which is Treasure Trove workbook by Xavier Pinto. As you can see, it is a very old book, and for a long time we are following this. And if you move to Abu Ben Adham content over here in page number 133, see, all these whatever notes you will find in this workbook are very important, okay. And over here you will find one question. Rest of it I have already discussed. If you have followed my channel, you will get it already. The question, importance of the supernatural element, okay, this one is directly given in your book, page number 138. You see, the term supernatural refers to something about reason which cannot be explained by science or the laws of nature. You have to talk about the conscience over here, conscience. So it cannot, what is supernatural element? It is something which you cannot explain, something like a ghost where you have no logic, okay. How can you see a soul, right? So it can be seen as relating to God, because this is an angel, this is not a ghost. We can say that he has really, that particular entity has relevance to God. It is kind of a guardian angel, it is kind of a spirit over here. The poem also has this airy quality in it, kind of a supernatural element is added. But in reality, what is this? This is actually, there is also a certain level of ambiguity in poem, that what is this, how does this angel provide Abu the great awakening light? So this vision, we can say that in reality this is actually the conscience of, this is not written possibly over here. This can be a dream, this can be, if you believe in the supernatural, you can say that yes, there was an angel who came in to explain Abu the reality, but we see the angel does not say anything, does not say Abu to do something or not do something, but just writes in a book of gold. So we can say that this is kind of his own conscience, the good self, you know, those comic strips that we see, one angel with that ring over his head and another one, the demon with the you know, kind of a सिंह है उसके माथे पे, तो that kind of you know, the horn thing for the angel and the ring thing for the the horn thing for the devil and the ring thing for the angel. So those are elements which tell us that within us we have both the good self and the bad self. Like before watching a movie before the exam, okay, we have this self now that no, we should not watch it now. After the exam we should watch it. So that is the good self telling him. And there is another self that will tell you no, I cannot wait, I just want to watch it. That is the bad self. That is the devil talking in you. So possibly the good self is identified as the angel, and that is the real vision, okay, and possibly there was no supernatural element, it was just the conscience of Abu Ben Adham to help him to understand the reality, to enlighten him that he was serving God in the right way. So this is the 5th question's answer. I believe this has helped you. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe, and I will not tell you to write how much you have scored. All these questions are 5 mark each, and 4 mark each. That is the maximum marks that you will have questions from. And try to write the answers on your own and check whether you have answered them correctly or not. I will meet you again in the next class, which is possibly on Sunday, tomorrow, and we will discuss few other topics, possibly grammar, phrasal verbs or transformations or any other things. Thank you so much. If you have liked it, don't forget to like, share and subscribe, and let other people also watch it and score above 90. Thanks so much. Bye bye.